Hey everyone, as you may be aware, the Friday Grand Campaign has been cancelled. Unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes. Basically, we had people who were wanting to do this Grand Campaign, and then once we started, they stopped showing up. And then what was left were those of us who don't really care that much for CK2. So that's just the way it goes, I guess. Anyway, we don't currently have a Friday campaign, so we've got a few different possibilities. Number one would be a Victoria 2 campaign using practically any mod. Number 2 would be a somewhat shorter Grand Campaign, starting with EU4 and then playing through Vicky 2. Option number 3 would be an EU3 game, and this would probably be with the Magna Mundi mod. And number 4 would be basically scrapping the Friday group and merging with another group. Now there are pros and cons to all of these. I'll just give you my personal thoughts on these different options. I would obviously be fine with the Vicky 2 campaign. I'm sort of indifferent. If we were to use a mod, I'm thinking probably one we haven't used before, maybe HPM or something. If we do that, we'll probably use my fun edits because the infamy decrease in HPM is just atrocious. For a possible EU4 game, I'm not really liking this idea. I mean, we could do it, but I think most people know my thoughts on multiplayer EU4. I just don't like the way it progresses. And if you've seen my 14 things EU3 does better than 4, then you know exactly why. As far as an EU3 campaign, I would love to do this, and I think it'd be a whole lot of fun. As far as option 4, which is joining with this other group, the biggest upside would be that it has a lot of players. It's got about 20 players. The downsides, there are quite a few downsides actually. Number 1 is that from what I've heard about the group, I don't like the rules that they use at all, especially with things like restricting who can go to war when. Number 2, most of these players are less experienced, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but they're very invested in the game, like way more than is reasonable. These are the kinds of players that when they lose a single state, they rage quit. That doesn't seem like the kind of group that I would want to play with. There are a few players in this group that I've played with before. 570 Man is in there, Lembley is in there. I imagine he's probably the most skilled player in the group. Matt, who's joined us on Fridays from time to time, he's joined this group. But aside from that, I don't know. It's I like a more stable group, and I like rules that make sense. And this group doesn't sound stable at all, and I don't like their rules at all either. So I personally am leaning towards the EU3 campaign, but really, you know, depending on what other people want to do, I'd be fine with whatever. So what I'm going to do now is, if any of these sound interesting to you, and especially if you feel like joining us, then please leave a comment and or join our Discord group. I'm going to have a link to the Discord in the discussion below. So basically what we're going to do is tomorrow, whenever it's time to start, whoever's there, we're going to take a vote, and then whatever we decide to do, that's what we're going to do. And if you want to join us, you're welcome to join us, and if you don't, that's cool too. But whatever we do, it'll be edited and uploaded to YouTube, and that'll be our new Friday campaign. And if it happens that no one shows up, then we'll probably just join with this other group and see how it goes. Our Discord group is open to anyone. And obviously on Fridays we use it for our Friday games. Other times people use it for League of Legends or just whatever. Obviously anyone's welcome to join. If you have any questions or suggestions, you know, feel free to leave those. And if you have ideas for mods that we could use, you know, any suggestions are welcome there too. Basically what I'm looking for here is to see if anyone else wants to join us, and if so, which of these 4 options sounds best to you. Alright, thanks for watching and have a good one.